good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something that might happen to whoever likes your poem the most. It says to pick what I think my nightclub? Yeah, my nightclub. One of the literature club. I don't even know why I said nightclub. Don't question me. Anyways, it said to pick whatever I thought my favorite literature club member would like. So I'm gonna do Doki Doki. Uncontrollable. This is edgy. If you can't guess, I'm picking Yuri. Kawaii. I don't want to pick Kawaii. Yes, oh my god, massacre. Imagination. No, I'm picking Kawaii. Misfortune, unrequited, okay. No, not unrequited. Anime. I'm taking like a mix between like Yuri and Natsuki's answers, I feel like. But I feel like I'm probably gonna get Yuri because I'm making her pick mostly. I feel good with her. At the same time, I like other words too. If I was gonna pick misery for her, but I don't want to pick like that's a good one. Oh, cry. I'll just do cry. That'll probably get her too. Dream. Funny for me. Loud. A lot of words I have to pick. Still got 5 more. Love. Depression. Broken. Anxiety. I didn't even need to look at the other words. That one just stuck out. And then unstable and melancholy. Hi again, buddy. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Or, yeah, people say keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was left to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Bunny. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves it, he's laughed. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come in here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see an end to it. Of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. It's like one side of my headphones just gave out. Natsuki finds herself stuck in between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Bunny always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with my busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. Why can't I speak? How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy that it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Bunny could become good friends too. Sayori? Huh? ... As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. That's what I do. I'm sorry, Yuri. Wait, did I read the last thing right? Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Not thinking either. I thought. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl actually being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the books Yuri gave me. Some of the books Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what the literature club is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing, to speak in their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking things really seriously? Or this really seriously? It's rare to hear her, deliberating like this. I swear one of these days is gonna give me a hard word that I can't pronounce, and I'm gonna be so embarrassed. That's a good point. In that case, do you think that food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Come Yeah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. ... Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the invention itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get out of my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wah! I open my eyes to see Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over at my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days in this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sawyer's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't even straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar, right there. I try to wipe it off the stain with my finger. But no one ever noticed that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started buttoning her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Hehe. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Yeah. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when we bought it. When I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed that sooner that it doesn't fit anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs are getting bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now, so, why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and then twirls around. So if I keep that unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? kind of logic is that? And why are you even saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like that. And you take care of me better than anyone else would, anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, it's just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we're really getting better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Yay! Buddy, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out the poem. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf. Oh my god. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I already see Monica's pristine handwriting all from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, since I made it for Yuri, I'm gonna show Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. I forget to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it though, or through it. So that's that bad. Oh my goodness, I can't read. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's that there's just a specific writing habits that are usually typical out of new writers. And I've been through that, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and how they form fit it two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's that her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, but mine is not, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Bit biased. Biased? How? Well, never sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? Her writing's in cursive, I can't read that. Ghost in the night. The tendrils of my hair illuminate the breath, beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced, does that say? Yeah, that says last. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing out of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking at all. No, I definitely wasn't thinking that. I was thinking it was too fancy. But it took you a long time to read. I just don't read script very often, exactly. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghostery? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, buddy. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance it over after all. Aw, she looks so sad. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of poem is not only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon will be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, I'm gonna do Monica next. Hi, Bunny. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up, mood. I'm much better off just going with the flow until things settle in, or until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Bunny. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that'll, we'll all get to learn. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I am Monica, my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Really? Oh, really? I tried to get Yuri's. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, though, right? Actually, that's kind of funny because earlier I said that I thought I was doing either like Yuri or Natsuki words, and instead I got Sayori. I wasn't right at all. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? Did I heard you read that? It don't matter. I wouldn't be surprised if you had all sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Huh. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are still some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you like to think, or similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Huh. You sure you're not reading it? You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has that kind of gentle feel to it. You call that gentle? I literally put the word suicide. I can't tell that she really likes exploring emotions like happiness and sadness. Oh, well, I guess my poem was a mix of happy and sadness, so, yeah. Who knew that someone would, so happy would enjoy sad things, too? I do. I'm that person. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit, either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find which suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Oh. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever, stretching, I think this is stretching, I don't know, forever into everything. A hole of infinite voices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Interesting. So what do you think? Huh, it's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to be asking for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it, if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous about to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways. Why do I keep putting pauses where there's not pauses? I keep like hiccuping. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh yay. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated at a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is this. Another way to think about is this. I think that's what it said. I don't know. I should go back. Can I go back? I don't think I can. Maybe if I pressed history. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She said that like she was a news person, or I don't know how to be someone on TV. I'll just say Sayori now. She said Sayori like it. Oh my goodness. This is so good, buddy. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I feel your feelings in it. Sayori hooks the sheet of paper against her chest. Didn't say paper, but whatever. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy. I'm really happy you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Bunny. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem, right? Don't worry, I'm bad at this. I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Me too, dude. That last part was so relatable. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late for school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I got one more next week. ... Question mark? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sleep, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That is about it. Yeah. I told you they weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even try to even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about how simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helped bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned glanced around the room. That was more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. Ha. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem back onto the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about giving up. How can that be cute? I feel like, have you ever heard of Dami crying? Or stuff like that, like being depressing and cute is a very popular thing. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Bunny did too. So based on that, I'll glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come up across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Bunny liked my poem too, you know? He even told me that he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Bunny appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And that's how you know, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberately gone out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh no. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Bunny started showing up. Oh my god. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both the girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Bunny, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure out. Help me explain that to her, Bunny. But wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Bunny? Well? How did I get dragged into this situation in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think highly of me. So of course, that's gonna be... Honestly, help me, Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri... Oh, she's doing a little shy. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know that you're making your friend feel like this? Funny. Well, that's her problem, isn't it? This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? But because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's poops are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that's just being